Hello, everyone. Here I am again, Scrappin' Lizzie, just charging right into your house, crashing your party. But I wanted to show you something that I figured out here. I've been making these little dolls, these little Russian nesting dolls, and I like to put on a tag. And I did a video on them a couple of days ago where I showed you how I make those. But what I do is I draw the little faces on a little 1-inch circle that I punch. And I got to thinking that what I want to do is I want to try something different. So then I get a lot of these here catalogs in the mail for clothing. I've bought some clothing from Woman Within, and they send me, I bet I get 5 or 6 catalogs a week from them. So I guess most of their money that they make selling their product goes right back into advertising. So, but when you have something like this, you can cut out and use so many parts of these to make your own paper dolls. But I haven't, in which I've done that. I've done a lot of cutting out of clothing or using, like here they have, look at that strip. If you just look at that strip of color without the wording on it, and then you just have this strip, you cut that out and use that on the bottom of a page or edge of a card or edging. There's so many things that you can use from these pages. But what I got to thinking was, I wonder if I can make myself just some faces. And so what I do here is I'll take my 1-inch circle and I put that on her face and I say, yep, that will fit. And so then I take a little piece, because now my punch anyway will not punch through this kind of paper without tearing it or something. And so what I do is I will cut her face, because she's got a very pretty face. Well, they're all got pretty faces, and so then I take and I glue the and this is a little bit of cardstock here. So I'll glue that cardstock to the back to make right where her face is a little bit heavier. And then let's see, I got room enough to put another face. I think those faces will be a little too small. Let's see how this one, I'm thinking this one might, and some of them are a little bit too small for what I want. Maybe this one. I'll just punch that circle with these. And so I'll glue that one on here, on this piece, on this edge, just because I got enough cardstock there for 2. Okay, so then they're just glued onto that little piece of cardstock. And then, see, I had already glued these ones on. And so then on my punch, you got to find it. See, oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to take and just punch the face. I'll just get that face centered into my punch. Now she's looking off to the side. Will she look okay in my, well, maybe, I don't know. Let's check this one now. But even if you don't use them all in these kind of dolls, oh, then maybe another type of a doll, maybe. Look at there. Now she's got real light hair, so she'd have to go. See, now she looks real good on that one. And her with the dark hair there. Look at these ones here with the blue. How pretty is that? And so, but this is a way that you can get a lot of little faces to go on this kind of a little doll. And see, I think that really has a cute, they're this one is big enough to where it the size enough that it shows hair around. Oh, that one goes perfect on there. And this one here, the papers are more vintage. That looks good on there. And see, so look at all the faces that I have. So many things you can do. Also, when you have all of these faces like this, just get you a bunch of them done up. And then, especially if you like making anything with paper dolls or anything like that, then you've got faces already to use. And so many of us like to make those, oh, what are those dolls that we call, oh gosh, now I can't remember. But anyway, a lot of us like paper dolls and we like to put together. Even sometimes we'll take like an animal and use a human face on an animal, or find a human and make a animal face on a human or whatever. But look at all of those. And like I say, if you try to punch this kind of paper, usually with just a paper punch, for me anyway, look, it won't cut. It just wrinkles and messes it up. But if you put it up against a piece of cardstock first, glue it to the cardstock, then it punches out perfectly, and then you have all of these little faces. So I just wanted to give you that little tip that I learned. And this one here, she's got like a real little face, so that she'll have to go on something else. This one here, I think the face is perfect, and so her face will go on this one so perfectly. And then I love this one here with this vintage kind of, and then this girl here with the blonde. That's pretty, see? I bet these girls, when they did their modeling for this catalog, I bet they didn't know that they'd be used for um, arts and crafts along the way. But see, here's a couple more faces that I got here. This one will be nice here. I like that one. That face when they're looking straight on. When they're straight on, especially for these kind of dolls, looking straight on, I think that is a good face. So when you get your catalogs like this in the mail, remember, like, look at this here. Look at this pair of shorts that we can cut them out and use that. We can use these pieces here for edgings in paper. I mean, I am so interested in recycling and using what we have. And look at here how they have all of them. You can choose from any of those blouses to order. But if you cut off all of these words and then just use this strip right up the center, and look at how long that strip is then. It's about 9 inches long. And and so then you have a long strip of edging that you can use on a page. And it's beautiful if you want to glue it onto glue the back part of it onto a piece of cardstock and then cut it, and then you can easily cut it, uh, cut a decorative edge on it, maybe anything like that. And so that's it. That's all I wanted to show you today, was how you can find faces for your Russian what are those called, them Russian nesting dolls? Do you remember that word that I can't never remember? Matroiska. Matroiska. Matroiska? Something like Matroiska. It might be Matroiska. I can never remember. Somebody told me when I didn't even I like to go around then with my black Sharpie just around the circle, and it kind of makes the face just pop a little bit, just puts that little tiniest bit of frame around. And then here I can go and do the same thing This has got glitter on the paper, so my pen is jumping on the glitter. But that little tiniest bit of black border kind of really announces that change of paper then. But I think these are so fun. I did a video, like I said, a few days ago where I showed how to make the pattern, so you can make your own pattern. And then I was shown, somebody sent me a message so I could see where somebody had also made, um, like you flip this one up and then there was a smaller one. You flip that one up and a smaller one, and that's how the nesting dolls work. So there was a smaller one under each. And so I want to do that too. Once I saw that, I said, "Yep, I want to do that too. I got to do that one." Maybe I'll make a video when I do that one too. I'm trying to make more videos of little things because a lot of times when I'm just doing little things like this, I don't think about making a video about that. I feel like I need to perfect something first and then do the video, but I'm going to try and do a little bit differently, and and make a few more videos. You don't have to watch them all because there'll probably be a lot of boring ones. But let me see. Let's get a little bit of wisdom here for us. I'm going to pick this one. Why? Because it's the one there. Okay. Oh, I think I read this one recently, but that's okay. You might not have seen the video I read it on. Okay, I listen with love to my body's messages. Look at the artwork on these. I love the artwork on these. My body, like everything else in life, is a mirror of my inner thoughts and beliefs. Every cell responds to every single thought I think and every word I speak. Very good. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something from this and able to really use your catalogs, any kind of your junk mail that comes in the box. You use that. I ask God for you to watch over every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.